They say real men don't talk. I say they just haven't been asked the right questions. This ain't about trends. It's about truth, about faith that don't fold, love that costs something, and manhood that still means something. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to build. This is the Always Up Podcast, Season 2, Too Real to Win. For the men still trying to love right in a world that loves wrong. There was an app called Now. No one questioned the name. Whatever you wanted showed up. Food, attention, bodies, validation. Whatever you felt past, whatever you reached for was already there. You didn't have to wait. You didn't have to risk rejection. You didn't have to wonder. Swipe, tap. Now, at first people called it freedom. Then they called it convenience. Then they stopped calling it anything at all. Because after a while, nothing felt exciting. Not the messages, not the bodies, not the moments that used to feel earned. Now didn't make people wild. It just made boredom efficient. People stopped waiting. Curiosity thinned out. And nobody could explain why everything felt immediate, but nothing felt close. Now didn't ruin intimacy. It removed the pause. When yes becomes automatic, desire stops feeling chosen. And when nothing makes you wait, nothing teaches you how to want. That's where we begin. It's not coming from one place. It's on the screen while you eat, in the jokes people tell without thinking, in the shows playing in the background, in the ads you weren't paying attention to until they paid attention to you. They're promoting it to the kids. You don't go looking for it. It finds you. It's everywhere and nowhere. Foreground and background. Entertainment, noise, decoration. Nobody announces it anymore. It's just there, in the music, in the movies, in the language people use when they talk about each other. Desire stopped being an experience. It became ambience, something always humming, always flashing, always suggesting, not asking, not inviting, just present. When temptation becomes wallpaper, self-control starts to feel old-fashioned, so nothing feels forbidden, nothing feels private, nothing feels rare, and when something is always around, it stops feeling meaningful. Not because people are broken, but because constant exposure dulls response. That's the world we're walking through now. Most people didn't choose this environment. They just learned how to live inside it. Before we talk about why, before we talk about who built it, just the fact that it exists. This didn't happen by accident. It happened because everything got faster and nothing got deeper. We live in a culture where access is confused for connection, where availability is mistaken for value, where attention is currency, and sex became the most liquid form of it. Not love, not intimacy, attention. If something can be seen, clicked, bought, or scheduled, it's considered normal now. Dating became a marketplace. Desire became branding. Bodies became profiles, and mystery became inefficient. Nobody had to force this. The incentives did the work. Platforms reward visibility, algorithms reward stimulation, and patience stopped being profitable. So now sex is everywhere, but presence is rare. People aren't reckless. They're conditioned to swipe instead of sit, to sample instead of stay, to move on before anything has time to mean something. Excess doesn't deepen desire, it short-circuits it. And here's the quiet part. When everything is always available, nothing feels urgent enough to protect. So when excess becomes normal, restraint starts to look strange. That's the environment, not the behavior. That's what we're living inside. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's what excess actually does. It doesn't excite you. It exhausts you. The nervous system wasn't built for constant access. It was built for anticipation. Desire needs space, not distance forever. Just enough pause to make the moment matter. When everything is immediate, the body reacts, but the mind doesn't arrive. That's why so much of it feels forgettable. Not because it's wrong, because it's rushed. Mystery is what sharpens attention. Waiting is what charges meaning. Remove the weight, and you don't get freedom. You get flattening. Pleasure without buildup doesn't deepen connection. It shortens the arc, so people keep reaching for more, not because they're greedy, but because the signal keeps fading. It's like turning the volume up on a song that lost its melody. Louder doesn't fix it, slower does. This isn't about morality, it's about mechanics. Overstimulation kills contrast, and without contrast, nothing stands out long enough to feel chosen. That's the part nobody explains. Two people, same bed, different worlds. The lights are low, but nothing feels private. Skin is close, thoughts are far. There's movement, but no arrival. They know each other's bodies, but not each other's weight. Nothing is wrong, nothing is right either. No fight, no spark, just familiarity without presence. They've done this before. They'll forget it tomorrow, not because it didn't feel good, but because it didn't land. There's no moment to hold on to, no memory that asks to stay, just release without resonance. And afterward, they lie there quietly, scrolling, staring, drifting. Not lonely, just untouched in a deeper way. This is what excess costs. Not drama, not heartbreak, just the slow erosion of moments that used to mean something. The answer isn't less desire, it's better control. Restraint isn't repression, it's direction. Saying no isn't weakness, it's signal. It tells the body there's something worth waiting for. It tells the moment it has to earn you. Discipline sharpens attraction, not because it's rigid, but because it restores contrast. When everything isn't available, presence comes back. Eye contact slows down. Silence regains weight. Touch starts asking permission again. This is where power quietly returns. Not loud masculinity, not performance. Just a man who doesn't rush. A woman who feels chosen, not consumed. Sex isn't the villain here. Excess is, and slowing down isn't losing momentum. It's reclaiming it. This is the reset. Not going backward, going intentional. Desire was never the problem. It was supposed to pull us closer, slow us down, teach us how to be present with another person. What broke wasn't attraction, it was pacing. Too much access, too little intention, and somewhere along the way, wanting stopped feeling sacred and started feeling disposable. But here's the part that still gives me hope. When things get quiet, when the noise fades, people still want the same thing. To be seen, to be chosen, to feel like the moment meant something. That hasn't disappeared, it's just buried. And if excess dulled desire, then restraint can sharpen it again. Not by denial, by making it deliberate again. Because intimacy was never about quantity, it was always about presence. And next episode, we're going to talk about the lie that promised connection but delivered options instead. Episode 26, The Dating App Delusion. Thanks for listening. If this episode hit home, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. This season, Too Real to Win, is for the men still trying to love right in a world that loves wrong. No clout, no gimmicks, just truth. I'm Brian B. Turner, and this is the Always Up podcast. Until next time, stay focused, stay faithful, and always up.